I have my friend Kate. And ladies and gentlemen, the Eggs, Bacon, and Joey Morning Show has officially turned into the Eggs, Bacon, Grits and Joey Morning Show.
Yeah, I'm the girl raised in the South.
You know, when Kate comes in, that is what we like to do because, you know, she's from the South. And where exactly are you from, Kate?
I grew up in Mobile, Alabama.
Mobile, Alabama. So in Mobile, Alabama, tell me what the lifestyle is like there.
Let's see, in the summertime it's very humid and lots of mosquitoes, so we stay indoors or behind the screened-in porches as much as we possibly can. We love hurricane season. It's always a good time for a party, and well, we loved it as children, but when you grow up and you pay the insurance and the mortgage, it's not quite as much fun. But we do hurricanes, we do Alabama and Auburn football, we do Mardi Gras. Mardi Gras was originated in Mobile, believe it or not.
So I thought it was New Orleans or Nolens.
Yeah, New Orleans. I was actually born in New Orleans.
Oh, okay. So you have both cultures there, right? Okay.
Yeah. I'm a hybrid. No, but Mobile actually is originated Mardi Gras, and then New Orleans took it on and made it kind of bigger, and I won't say better, but bigger. But it's a lot of fun down there during after the first year in February is when Mardi Gras season starts.
That's something that I never knew. So you look, we learn something every morning here on the show, folks. You got to tune in, channel 32.3. You always learn something. All right, so you talked about mosquitoes. I always thought here in Central California mosquitoes were bad.
Oh, good Lord.
It's worse in Alabama?
Oh,
this is nothing?
I haven't seen a mosquito here ever. I mean, not comparatively, but if you walk outside at dawn or dusk in the South, and if mosquitoes have like blood types that they go after. My son and I, they love us. My husband and my daughter, they could give a flip about them. But mosquitoes will cling on to the blood type that they love, and I get welts and...
Are you serious?
And they itch, and they're awful, and they're annoying. They don't call them bugs they call them bugs for a reason. But yeah, mosquitoes are nasty.
Is it true that, I read an article the other day that if you're drinking beer, that mosquitoes will find you? Because of the smell of the beer?
Could be.
Okay, I'm always getting bit. Maybe I'm a big drinker. I don't know what's going on with me, but I'm always getting bit.
So maybe it's wine or beer. I don't know.
Anyways, folks, Kate is here, not for her health. She's here because she is here to talk about an event that's happening November the 18th. It's the grand opening. I'm so excited because we're a strong supporter of this event, and we're a strong supporter of this great organization and museum. The grand opening of the Children's Storybook Garden and Museum. This is happening November the 18th. As you can see, we have the flyer up there right now. Children's Storybook Garden Museum in historic downtown Hanford. The garden opens November the 18th, and it's been a long journey, right, Kate?
Yes, we've a very enjoyable and arduous and hard-working group of people making this thing come to life, literally, in downtown Hanford.
Now, tell me, because we got into it a little bit when we first met, when we talked about the history of the museum. Just give me a quick recap on how it all came together.
Years and years ago, our founding mother, Judy Waite, she and her husband she's a master gardener, and she's a member of the garden club here in Hanford. She and her husband would make treks across the country looking at these venues of children's gardens all over the place, and they decided that Hanford was in a great spot for one. We're a big ag community here. It's a great time and place to show off what our county has and the Central California has. So they have been doing all this investigation and homework and grabbed a bunch of other friends at the Garden Club of Hanford and thereabouts, and went after this piece of land in downtown Hanford on the same block as the library. And we have a contract. We made a contract with the owners and purchased it, and now we're opening the doors on November the 18th.
Wow. Just a great journey there. And as you mentioned, it's right in historic downtown, so it's near the library. It's near Superior Dairy. So, I mean, you get a lot of foot traffic there because Superior Dairy, known nationwide here in Central California. But so now that it's opening, what can people expect on November the 18th?
November 18th, I kind of brought my cheat sheet because we have a long day of things happening. At 10 a.m., we're going to start with a ribbon cutting with the city and the chamber. We're going to do the old big scissors and the ribbons. Then at 10:30, this is something that's near and dear to my heart in particular because my husband serves in the U.S. Navy, is the dedication of the Blue Star Memorial Byway.
Wow, okay. I think we have a photo of it right now. Check this out, folks.
Yep. I took that just the other day. So It's, I don't know if you saw some pictures from before, but it was just surrounded with dirt. But now it's got some pansies, and those pansies will start filling in as their roots take ground. But this is a very great thing for our community to be on this byway. This is a national garden club endeavor, and for us to have this memorial is very special, especially to this area, because we have lots of veterans and active duty service members and their families who, I'm a part of that group, are not the true servers, but kind of the backbone to behind the guy or woman, the service member that's out there putting their life on the line. I really have a strong support for our military families. So we have this great, beautiful memorial that's being dedicated at 10:30 on the 18th. Then after that, we have the International Festival of World Link Exchange Students,
Okay.
They will be on the property talking about their individual countries that they represent, and they'll be there all day on the 18th to talk to people about what they do and what they're experiencing here in the United States and what they bring with them from their own cultures. Then that's at 11. So from 11 to 4, we're going to have kind of organized children's activities. We have the 2 certified teachers on the premises that will be doing actual activities for children that are more scheduled, and they'll be like, okay, come over here and we'll do this, and come over here and do that. And then after that, we will have some open activities. I'm sorry, actually the open activities are 1 to 4, 12 to 1 are the organized activities.
Gotcha. So this is an all-day thing.
Yes.
All-day thing, and
it's going to be free. We aren't charging admission that day.
Okay.
Admission is going to be typically $5 for an adult and $2 for a child. And of course, we have our memberships that are on sale for 2 for 1, which we're really eking into the end of 2017. So it's just going to be a 1 for 1 on January 1. But the $75 family membership gets everybody in. But on the 18th, we'll be open to the public for free, so anybody and everybody can come and see us and try us on and see what they can find.
Well, and I was just going to get to that, because yes, I mean, you will be charging admission, because I mean, we're going to want to be expanding and doing great things where all the
we have to be solvent.
Yeah, exactly. So, but November 18th, the grand opening, you can actually go and experience the Children's Storybook Garden Museum for free.
Yes.
For free. So then once you get there, once you experience it, then you get to actually get information on how you can get membership opportunities where you can just enjoy the experience all the time, right?
Absolutely. We'll have board members and representatives on property that day to take your check or credit card to join the garden, or to learn more about it and see other ways to contribute, because there are lots and lots of ways to be involved and to have a little piece of dirt out there. We have gardens up for sponsorships of various levels. You can sponsor something for $100 or $6,000.
Wow.
We have actually, you can sponsor the treehouse for $150,000.
Wow.
So looking for the big
Sign
boys
me
out
up.
there. Thank you, Joey. We appreciate it. Awesome.
Wait, 150. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you meant 150,000 pennies.
Oh, no, dollars. Yeah, multiply that by 100.
Although 150,000 pennies, that's a lot, right? Is that
I think, what is that?
That's like 1,050?
What is that? Okay,
Is it?
don't do that to me now. You're doing math. I'll talk mosquitoes with you all day, but don't give me no math questions on the air.
So November the 18th, the Children's Storybook Garden Museum. One of the main things that you guys have been promoting too is volunteers.
Yeah.
You're looking for volunteers. I'm putting up the flyer right now. Volunteer call for the Children's Storybook Garden Museum. Tell me a little bit about why you're looking for volunteers and what you're looking for these volunteers to do.
Okay, so specifically having volunteers come and work at the garden, it saves us money. And we need the money to do the other things, like pay the water bill, buy the plants, and have more activities for the children and the people of our community. But the volunteers are going to be an integral part of what we do. We have readers. People come in and read stories to the field trips, groups that come through. You can plant, you can work in the dirt, you can work the cash register, maybe not the cash register, but you can work in the museum itself. You can be a docent for us. There's lots and lots of ways. For instance, we have a program called Green Teens, and I know that the high schools in the area require service hours. My daughter's high school it's up in Fresno, but they require 80 hours upon graduation of service hours. It's a great way to get service hours for your high schooler or your middle schooler. They can do planting, they can read to the children. It's going to be a great way to give back to our community and have a lot of fun, because everybody likes. I mean, once you start digging, it's going to be a great experience for you.
You also mentioned something that I thought was very important too, is that, you know, you came in obviously to the area where you kind of were looking for something to be a part of. You're looking for something to do, how to, you know, maybe network. And this is something for people that may have some free time and you're looking to network with people, kind of getting out there and being a part of an organization. This is your opportunity right here.
Absolutely. And this kind of segues into my my comments about the military families. So as being a military wife, you know, we have to get transferred around with our husbands, and it's hard for us to find work because somebody's like, oh, there she is, she's gonna be gone in 3 years, or oh, you know, their license doesn't transfer to this area or something. You know, so it's kind of difficult. The Garden is a good place for you to come. You can get some social interaction with adults and children and have something to do, and your kids can have a great time, and it's a way to kind of fulfill your own personal development and growth. So it's a great place to do lots of things.
I think it's fantastic. So once again, go ahead and give the information on how to get in touch with the Children's Storybook Garden Musuem.
Okay, so the best way, I think, is through our Facebook page. We monitor the messages and we respond to them very rapidly. We put lots of information there. It's a great way for us to communicate what's going on and what our needs are. There's also our website, which is childrensstorybookgardenmuseum.org or childrensstorybookgarden.org. If you Google us, I think we come up first on the Google search.
I think so, yeah, because I Googled it this morning. So
we also have Instagram and Twitter accounts, but I think the best way is through the website and through Facebook. And then our phone number is actually, for Judy, it's her phone number, and so she receives all the calls for the most part for the garden. But there's ways to help. Oh, that's the little creek.
Yeah,
to the right.
I know they're putting up photos right now.
That watering fountain. We could use a sponsor for that little cutie.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
And then we also have this is a photo here of
Beautiful
the.
asters.
Yeah, look at how beautiful that is.
It's growing. It is something out there. Please come by and look. And the houses, like we have the Van Gogh house needs some painting. Oh, we're looking for an artist that does murals. We have lots of murals that we want painted that we have, you know, in the works for the garden. We're looking for someone to come in and actually paint those murals. So if you're an artist and you want to put your name stamp on, you know, in Hanford forever, come paint a mural for us.
Okay, and then that do these also require like all the background checks and everything that go with it too? And if you want to be a painter or
not necessarily on that realm, because we
Okay.
can put you into the garden on off hours. But if there's children on the premises, you're going to have to go through the background check and the fingerprinting and what have you.
Okay, and I think that's good, very
And
safe
absolutely.
as well. So once again, folks, Children's Storybook Garden Museum opens up November the 18th. I'm so excited.
Oh, and just a little sneak peek,
Okay.
we are open today. If you're around downtown
Ooh,
and
soft
want to
openings, huh?
Yeah, come sneak in. We'll have the gate open. Come on.
Okay, all right, check it out, folks. November the 18th is the official grand opening of the Children's Storybook Garden Museum. Kate, as I told you, the Eggs, Bacon, and Joey Morning Show are going to be providing free airtime to the Children's Storybook Garden Museum to talk about any events that they got coming up, anything that's going to be happening there till the day that they get rid of me.
Well, we will never do that. We appreciate you so much. We appreciate the radio station. We appreciate the television. Everything has been really great for us. This exposure has been awesome. We appreciate
So once again,
it.
eggs, bacon, and grits when Kate comes in, folks. Thank you so much, Kate. Appreciate it.
Yes. Happy
Eggs,
Veterans
Bacon,
Day,
and Joey,
everybody.
folks. Stay with us. Do not go anywhere. We'll be right back.
The following businesses are underwriters of K-Fun 92.5. If you would like to hear your business on K-Fun, call our underwriting